Dana, what were your thoughts just on the effort tonight?
Well, the first half, we had 20 deflections and our activity was really good. Put them on the free throw line too much. That's where we really got beat. 22 to 11, free throws. Had twice as many attempts as we did. So, we got beat at the free throw line and some bad fouls the first half. And, our effort stats, points off turnovers, second chance points, we beat them bad on, so really pleased with that. But, they out-rebounded us and, I thought for the most part our activity was good. Their length bothered us offensively. We didn't run much that second half. We didn't get into our sets and had some really bad possessions. But again, I can't fault the effort. I thought the guys played hard, especially the first half. I thought we ran out a little gas. TK had to play 39 and, KJ at 36, Sean 30 some. It's a lot of minutes with that kind of physicality in the game.
Earlier in the week, you said that this game was going to be a character test. What did this show you about your team's character, and how would you describe it?
Well, very pleased. After the second half at Nebraska, where we, kind of gave into it, I thought the guys really responded, and even when things didn't go well, the first half, I think we got down, 10 or so the first half. The guys stayed with it. And we didn't give ourselves a chance. Making some mistakes defensively that gave them some good looks, and they knocked them down. And a couple transition baskets that we didn't respond very well. Our connection defensively the second half, I just didn't think was as good as it was the first half. And so, but again, we had a lot of guys. Luke played 7 minutes, and Big E. We just had a couple chances. Dev had a chance for a tip in. He missed it. Big E missed a tip in. We needed some plays like that. Sean offensively was really good, really aggressive today, which had his best offensive game by far. So again, some good things to draw from. Disappointed with the result. Not disappointed with the effort though. And I thought the crowd really was good, gave us some energy. But we didn't have enough fight or firepower that second half to get it done.
Did Kwame being aggressive offensively, especially attacking the rim, kind of inspire you guys in the first half?
No, I thought he did a good job. I thought he made some good plays. No doubt, him driving the ball to the basket. I thought he had a couple opportunities to make some plays, that he kind of took. Way had a couple where he penetrated. He could have kicked it for some wide open threes, so we could have got something. I thought going into the game, we'd have to hit 10 or 11 threes just because they're so big inside with Mara and that. And we just didn't get the good looks. We shot 33%, but you're going to have to maybe go 10 for 24 or something to beat them. So we weren't on that type of opportunity. We had a couple good looks that we missed, but we didn't have the looks that I thought we could have had with some penetration kick.
Luke had a rebound to set up a basket in the first half. Drew hits a 3 in a pretty big spot in the second half. Guys who really put in the work behind the scenes. What is it like? Obviously, the result's not what you wanted, but what is it like to see those guys kind of get a chance to step up and contribute like that?
Well, I thought, Luke did a good job in his 7 minutes. He got caught on the perimeter, and the guy blew by him one time, but no, Luke's in practice all the time, and he came to me when Nathan went down and just said, "Hey, Coach, if you need me to play, I'll play." And so I thought he really gave us 7 good minutes. And Drew's been solid. He had a bad turnover there, but no, Drew's done a good job. He's solid, and he can get us into some sets, and probably going to see more action.
What can this game do from a confidence builder moving forward of a path? There is success possible if you play right the way you're trying to.
Obviously Sean will feel good about it. KJ, I mentioned Dev and Des, they're going to have to pick it up. We're going to have to get some more perimeter, scoring from those guys. But no, I think it shows them if they play really hard and stay connected on the offensive end and the defensive end, they're going to give themselves an opportunity. We lost 32 points and our rebounding and assist leader, it's an adjustment, so guys are going to have to step up and play a bigger role. But, we're definitely going to need to get some more production out of our wing spots.
Did you do anything specifically to get Sean more involved offensively?
Not really. He just had some more opportunities driving the ball at the basket. He got a couple down, and that really helped him. So no, there were some different sets. One of the patterns we run just for getting some ball movement, trying to get it, he took advantage of that a couple times, but he went nose to the goal, hit a jumper and hit a three, which, are 5 points that he hasn't been giving us, but the rest of them were inside and, he was pretty active in there.
Surprised to see him take that through?
Yeah. That's not one we've practiced a lot, so.
Was he just not available today?
He was late to shoot around, so just can't have it. That wasn't the first time he was late for practice or that, so I just made a decision.
Anything else?
Yeah, you said there's going to be another test on Jackson yesterday.
Yeah, no, what it looks like, there's some tendon and ligament damage. I have not talked with the doctor, but he may need surgery. If not, he's going to need some time. So, again, the time element, is 6 to 8 weeks. So basically the season. And if he has to have surgery, it'll be the season. So, I'm sure that we won't have him the rest of the year, So, again, there'll be a decision made next week on surgery or whether the 6 to 8 weeks, but there's just some tendon and ligament damage, it looks like, that hasn't healed.
From his previous surgery, or is this?
No, this was in the Omaha game. In the Omaha game.